officially my last recording session before we hit school time, because school starts literally tomorrow for me. Now, for you all, it would have been like a week or two ago, because I do try to get ahead of these videos so that way if I need a break, I can take one. But I have a lot of things to cover. And by that, I mean I have a few things to cover and then a lot of suggestions, because I put a post on my community tab and basically was like, hey, tell me things that released, and I got some people's opinions on things. Now, before we do those, I'm going to do some that sparked my interest. By the way, hi, I'm Ddog. This Teacher Reacts. Every day you get a new reaction, and today's is JO1. If you don't remember them, they have such hit songs such as B Classic. Yeah, that was my favorite of all their songs. But then they had other ones like, oh, what was the last one we did of them? Hands in My Pocket or something like that. Yeah, wasn't a fan of that one, but we actually covered them for many years since year one of Teacher Reacts with, I believe their first song, Super Cali, is the one that we did. It's their first song on my channel. I don't know if that was their actual first song. Fun fact, I was looking up this group because I was like, hey, we've dealt them for a while. Are they an older group? And technically they are. The youngest is only 24, which is very older when it comes to like J-pop and K-pop, or at least when we compare to K-pop groups we listen to, even though this is J-pop, something different. But then the oldest is older than me or younger than me. I think they're younger than me by 2 years. So that means 30. It's exciting. Either way, I love older voices, and that's why I get excited when I see groups over a course of a long time to see how their songs grow or how their sound evolves or matures. So this time around, we have Whatcha Doin. I don't know at all what I'm doing. The caffeine have already gone through my body, and now I'm sipping on a lovely Ale8. Look at this. It's the pawpaw version of it. You ever had one of those? They're fucking delicious. Not a sponsor, because who would ever sponsor me? Okay, I'm guessing hip hop, if we're starting with a beat. Or EDM? What? It's that big synthy thing that's happening that is piquing my interest. Ooh. That's a great intro. Cool. There's a lot of building happening. You're starting off with a little instrumental and then adding pieces of it as we go. Purely English so far, too. Interesting. Cool. I'm not a big fan of this pre-chorus, but if they can land a chorus, I'll be okay with it. Immediately, I like it better than the last song we saw, them Hands in My Pocket. I was not a fan of that one. This one has a little bit more legs to it. It has a little bit more room to grow. I'm hoping they do something towards the end. Ooh, hi. I love Rap Break. I'm always a big fan of the rappers in the group. I think the same thing happened during B Classic. Cool little growl. So weird they keep bringing it. I thought that was gonna be a one-off. Cool. That entire part of What You Doing, What's the Word, Where You At, that whole thing is very catchy. Added reverb to give it space. It's got almost like a mini EDM vibe. Like, it's not fully that, right? Because we have actual verses, actual chorus that isn't just them dancing and stuff. It isn't. Okay, hold on, hold the phone, stop and wait and listen. I'm gonna shut up now because I was told there's a breakdown. Cool. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's nice. That was good. I love when you have that big belt towards the end. When you go into the end chorus, you have one person holding on to a note. It's lovely. Very, 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 by the book. But the book is very good, though. It's a well-written book. I swore the song would be over by now. I'm assuming this is outro. Feels very outro. Yeah, felt very ending towards there. I like that because it didn't overstay its welcome, and that is neat. Overall, though, it's definitely better than Hands in My Pocket. I was not a fan of that one. I think in this setting, this almost EDM, because it is kind of, it's just got so much better vocals than normal EDM usually does. EDM usually doesn't have vocals forward. It always has instrumental forward instead. And this one kind of gives and takes every now and then when they have the breakdown and when they have the, even in the breakdown, honestly, like, I'm going to take back what I just said. Even in the breakdown, their vocals are the forward thing there. They're the thing that you're listening to. So this doesn't go all in on that sort of thing. So would we call it just like a normal hip hop thing? No, because this beat is more complicated than just, you know, generic hip hop beat number 5, right? Like a lot of times when you're and I think if I recall correctly, and you can yell at me if I'm wrong, I didn't go watch my other reaction to this, so I don't, or my other reaction to Hands in My Pocket, so I don't remember specifically what I said, but my vague memories of back then were that it was more hip hop, and I wasn't a big fan of it because I liked B Classic sound, and B Classic sound was very good. Like that song was the background music for my award show? I think it was my award show that I did the background music for. I know I used it for something. I might have also used it in the quiz that I made on my channel that no one watched, even though I put so much effort into that video. Best part is the rap. And it's because I have an affinity for the rappers in the groups that I listen to. It's what happens. I don't know why. The only way you can drag me away from rappers in a group is if you have a really fucking good vocal belt, and not more than just what we just saw in the bridge, but like an actual like person taking over control of the song. It's still good though. And this chorus is very catchy too. Is this entire thing in English? I think it is, which usually is a bad thing for me because I usually like, you know, more foreign languages in my stuff, because if I'm listening to K-pop, I like Korean. If I'm listening to J-pop, I like Japanese in it. So like, I'm a bit picky, but I know there's a lot of people that aren't that picky. I don't think they identify as a global group, right? I think they are just Japanese boy group, J-pop, I think. Man, I really should be doing research before this stuff. It's fine though. It's fine. This song's pretty good. I'm slightly disappointed on when they said, and now the breakdown, but it didn't really break down. There wasn't like a big breakdown. They still kept the vocals kind of there. The instrumental fell apart a little bit just to like reset back into what they were already doing. It is a little meh. When you have a breakdown in a song, usually it needs to be like drastically different, in my opinion. This doesn't go super drastically different. It kind of just like, here's a breakdown. By breakdown, we just mean bridge. This is just bridge. I do like that vocal though. That belt, very lovely. I think that's all I got right now because I've got other things I got to listen to, but I know ReactBot's gonna get in here and have a lovely time. ReactBot, how you feeling? I would love to know what you feel about this.
Every day they upload makes me smile.
Oh, he's a big fan of them. To be fair, I am an extremely big fan of B Classic. When that song came out, I had that song on repeat over and over and over. That shit was tasty. Oh, what are we doing next? I don't remember.